Hello peoples, it's I, PotatoPikachu, and today I have another video for you guys, and I'm gonna make a tier list today about what I think about each gun in the game at the moment and our meta right now. And I've had some experience playing CSGO, and I'd like to give my thoughts on it as well. So maybe you guys enjoy it as well, and maybe you use the guns that I will talk about. So let's get right into the video. So I'm gonna start out with the best guns in the game right now, and the most three obvious ones is the AK-47, the AWP, and the M4A4. These three guns, they're probably the most used guns in the entire game. The AK-47 is the most popular gun in the T side, the AWP is for both sides, and the M4A4 is for the CT side. They're just very viable guns that you can hold down positions. You can just destroy people with each of these respective guns. And I'm also going to add the Desert Eagle. For $700, you can destroy people with this pocket op. It's basically a pocket op because of how strong it is. It's a one-shot headshot, and it's just really strong if you have the aim for it. I'm going to put the M4A1S at the good spot. It's good, but it's not the best because it did get nerfed like a while ago, but the price did go down to $2,900, so it is pretty viable now, so it's not bad. I'm also going to put the AUG here as well because even though the price did increase and it did get nerfed, I'd say it's still a good gun to use on CT side if you don't want to use the M4A4 because the scope will help you with long range kills, and even though it's nerfed, it's still a good gun. I'm going to put the P250 at the good spot. It would have been at the best if not for the fact that it also got nerfed. It used to be a one-shot headshot, but now it's a two-shot headshot. But it is $300 as well, so take that into consideration. It's a really strong pistol that can destroy people in eco rounds and potentially make you win the round. I'm going to put the FAMAS and the Glow at decent. They did get buffed recently and they did get better, so I'm going to say that they are pretty decent guns to use. They're not the best, but they're not the worst as well. I'm also going to put the 5.7 and the CZ here because if you can use these two properly, you can destroy people as well, but you just need to have good aim. But they are more expensive, and the CZ does give you less money when you kill a person as well, so it's not that good anymore. And you can just use the Tech 9 now. The Tech 9 did get buffed recently as well, so it could be more viable now. Just like its older glory days in 2015, it could be used now to just destroy people. I'm also going to put the USP here. Its main use is for the pistol round. That's basically it. Its main use is just pistol round, getting kills, one-shot headshots. And I'm going to put the Glock here. It is inferior to the USP during long range kills and potentially maybe even close range kills, but I'd say that the Glock is inferior to the USP, so I'm going to put it at It's And I think the only garbage gun here is the M249. It's like over $5,000 and it can't really kill anyone. It's basically garbage. It's not that good. It's horrible. I'm also going to put the P2000 here. It's okay. It's not bad either. But it's not used as much as the USP, but it's still decent. I think it's still better than the Glock itself. I'm also going to put the MAC-10 and the MP9 here at decent because they are good for destroying in eco rounds or maybe semi-force buys. These two are good for rushing as well, so it's not bad. I'm going to put the dual Berettas at bad. They're not really that great of a gun. They're not that good of a pistol. They're not really usable. And for $500, I'd rather just get like the 5.7 or the CZ or the Tech 9. They're just better than the dual Berettas. And same goes for the revolver. I just get the Deagle. It's better than the revolver. Since the revolver got nerfed, Valve really didn't do anything to fix it. And with the Negev, it's just too heavy, and I know it's $2,000, but it's just too heavy of a gun to move around properly, and it's not really worth it. I'm also going to put the Scout here at decent because if you can use the Scout properly, you can get either headshots or body shots where the other players can clean up afterwards. So it's great at doing damage and letting other players clean it up. The P90 is it can do damage. It has a lot of bullets as well, but it's just it's not that great of a gun. Same goes for the PP Bison. It did get buffed recently and I have enjoyed using it, but I'd rather just use the MAC-10 or the MP9 as opposed to this PP Bison. It's still a fun gun to use, but it's okay. Same goes for the MP5 and the MP7. These are more mid-range guns to use, but there's really no point in using these if you can have the MAC-10 or the MP9 to use, because mainly when you want to use the SMGs, you either want to be the first ones to push out or you just want to rush or something. The SG553, the Krieg, is also now. It would have been like the best of the best, but since that nerf, it really hasn't, it's not that good anymore with the slow fire rate. It's just, I'd rather just use the AK at this point. It's just not worth it anymore. I'm also going to put the Nova and the sawed-off at bad because they're one pump guns that take a long time to, after you shoot a bullet, it takes a while to reload, and it's just not really worth using. I could just use the XM. It's as well because the shotguns in this game are not that great, but they can shred if you're close range and you have good aim, but that's a lot of skill involved and not a lot of people can do that properly. Same goes for the Mag 7. It's also it can be in the same range as these two and the XM, and it's good for close range kills, but sometimes it's just pretty inaccurate for some reason. You think you get the shots, but you do less damage. I'm also going to put the 2 auto snipers here, and I'm going to put the UMP as well. The 2 auto snipers, I think they're pretty underrated, to be honest. I know there's the op here and people do say that like whoever uses it are auto noobs, but that's just the same for the Krieg. Like when people use the Krieg, it's like, hey, COD gun, but it's part of the game, just use it. And this is just the auto sniper. Just if you're good at it, just use the gun. It's right now. And the UMP, it does have high armor penetration, but I kind of rather use the MAC-10 or MP9 because sometimes the UMP does the spray pattern is a bit crazy and there's a lot of recoil to it as well. So it's kind of insane. So this is my tier list. These are the best of the best. I think a lot of people know that as well. And the good guns, hey, the M4A1S and the AUG, they're pretty good now. I think they're pretty good to use. The P250 is good. And the rest of these guns, hey, maybe you'll use them one day. The CZ, the 5.7, the Tech 9. Hey, look at all these guns in the game. Just never use this gun. Just never. The M249 is just absolute trash. It's just garbage. Don't even mention it ever. It's not worth it. So this was my tier list, guys. It was fun making this. I never made a tier list before, so I might as well thought like, hey, I'm just going to try making one myself with a game that I know pretty well, and I thought it turned out pretty great. So it was really fun to make this. I really hope you guys did enjoy it, and I also want to thank you guys for 50 subscribers. It's pretty crazy. We really got to 50 subs already, and let's aim for the 100. Yay! So I'm Potato and a Pikachu, PotatoPikachu, signing out. Peace.